All right, Schlockmeister fans, it's time to review Bloody Birthday. Let's check it out. Our film starts out in 1970. A bunch of people are going to the hospital to have children on this night, which happens to be an eclipse as well.
Jody, I told you to wait till next week.
I like the baby.
How's Mrs. Seaton? The girl, Mrs. Brody.
You haven't even got a name yet.
It's a boy, Mrs. Seaton.
So we had a couple that were making out. A boy gets bashed. And girls next. See if the kids happen to know anything. That's one of the girls who was born 10 years ago.
Like on TV.
No, honey.
Sheriff happens to be her dad.
Miss Davis, can the class be excused from homework next Monday?
No, dear.
But it's our birthday. Everyone's going to be at the party.
Homework is more important than a party.
Fans of MTV might remember Julie Brown. She did a nude scene in this movie. It's Debbie's older sister, and she charges the other two to peep on her.
Why?
Don't ask why. Just get home before dark.
Sheriff wants his daughter to stay home, since there's apparently a murderer on the loose.
One murder in 20 years and he's Kojak.
Back at home, the sheriff is in for a nasty surprise.
Where did you get this? Debbie? What's wrong, Debbie?
Timmy may have seen what happened.
What happened? Mom, Daddy fell! Mom, Daddy fell!
So clearly these three kids who were born under that eclipse. And when they get their opportunity, they lock Timmy in a refrigerator in the junkyard. Shouldn't play with these kids. Timmy, however, is resourceful, and he managed to worm his way out of there. The older sister, Joyce.
I don't want you playing with Curtis anymore. And I don't want you going to the junkyard, okay?
Susan Strasberg plays their school teacher, and this will teach her not to hand out homework on their birthday. Timmy gets revenge on Curtis for locking him in the fridge. Joyce was at school, and she's the one who's going to find Susan Strasberg's body. She then becomes the next target when she is exploring the junkyard on her own. Our driver must have scooted out. Joyce is okay. So after killing her father, she's now going to go after her sister Beverly.
Where's your mom come out?
That's an arrow she's got pointing through the peephole.
Because there was an eclipse the day she was born, both the sun and the moon were blocking Saturn. There should be something missing from her personality.
There's a couple making out in a car, and Curtis shoots them.
You know your little sister Debbie's been charging the little boys 25 cents to watch you undress?
What?
So at the birthday party for the three of them, Joyce notices he was squirting something on the cake, which she suspects is poison.
Nothing. Hey, Curtis, don't eat that cake! Don't eat the cake! Don't eat it! Curtis poisoned the ice.
But he didn't.
Tricked me, didn't you?
Didn't you?
Leave him alone.
You made me think that you put poison in that icing on purpose.
Beverly goes into Debbie's room and finds a scrapbook that Debbie's been collecting of all the murders and deaths that have been happening. So later on, she shoots her big sister with an arrow. Well, Debbie's mom has now lost her husband and her oldest daughter, so she checks herself into a hospital for a while. Meanwhile, Timmy throws rocks at the house, or whatever that is.
My dad put in special glass. Get him.
Time to choke him with the cord.
I'm gonna have to
But
sheriff
Debbie
come
rescues
talk
him.
to you.
Go ahead and call the sheriff. After what you did at the birthday party, he'll think you're crazy.
Hi.
My mom's back home.
Oh, great.
She has to go see a shrink tonight. Can you and Timmy come over and babysit?
Sure. What time do you want me to come over?
Now, she should know that Deb is not trustworthy, but nonetheless, she took the gig anyway. And it's a setup, of course. They manage to avoid the gunshots and get away from Deb. One down. Curtis runs out of bullets in his gun, and they tie him up. Debbie, however, gets away just as her mom is coming home.
Mommy, Curtis and Steven did some terrible things, and Curtis is gonna blame me too. Sweetie, calm down.
Mom takes off with Debbie, leaving Steve and Curtis to take the blame for everything. Mom and Debbie are now on the run.
And remember, no talking to strangers.
I won't, Mommy. From now on, I'm gonna be your good little girl.
As Mom and Debbie drive off, we pan over to this guy who apparently ran into Deb before she left. All right, let's talk about the movie Bloody Birthday. This is a movie that I rented from, I think, TNR Video, which is a video store in Two Rivers, Wisconsin. God, maybe back, I think it was the spring of 1985, maybe even the winter of 85. But it's an early movie that I rented and copied, and had on the same tape with a movie called Blood Mania also, which maybe I'll review that one of these days as well. But anyway, Bloody Birthday, it's a movie that I've always kind of liked, and I was looking at it, and I saw this on my shelf, my DVD shelves downstairs, and I was like, have I never reviewed that movie? Because I've always liked it, and I just don't know why I never got around to this one. But yeah, apparently I never did. Double-checked it, sure enough. So now it's time to watch Bloody Birthday. Pulled it out. So anyway, what we have here is 3 kids who were born on this during an eclipse in 1970. 3 separate kids in this town. And obviously they're in the same grade. They kind of grew up together a little bit. And now we fast forward to 1980 or 81. They're like 10 years old now. And some strange things start happening. Some deaths start to occur. And then we find out very early in the film that these 3 kids are evil. Now, it's explained away later on because they were all born into this eclipse, they're all missing something in their personalities. And that missing trait is empathy or sympathy or decency, maybe? I don't know. But they all have a penchant for killing people. So that's what they do. The 3 of them kind of conspire against everybody and just pick off whoever they want, including their own parents. They're nasty. One of the kids, it's a girl and 2 boys. One of them, the girl, was she has a peephole in her house that she can spy on her sister, her older sister, and she lets the boys come and peek for 25 cents while her sister dances around in her bedroom changing clothes and getting naked and stuff. That sister, by the way, Beverly, is played by Julie Brown. You might remember her from MTV. In the late 80s, they had 2 people named Julie Brown on that show. Downtown Julie Brown, not this one. This was the white Julie Brown, as they used to kind of joke about. So she has a topless and a butt scene in this movie, her only nude scene she ever did. I think she was also in Earth Girls Are Easy, and then I don't know where she is today. But anyway, she left a lasting impression in this movie, that's for sure. But anyway, these 3 kids also try to lock this one other kid who's not born under the eclipse in this refrigerator in the junkyard. He manages to escape, but he knows these 3 kids are evil now. His older sister knows that they're evil, and then the 3 kids basically plot against the 2 of them to try to rid the community of them. One of the girls, the girl, actually, the babysitter doesn't know that the girl is evil also, but she says, I need you to come over, my parents need you to come over to babysit. So she goes over, her brother comes too, and then when they're in the house there, the 3 kids try to bump them off. They are unsuccessful, however. The 2 boys are subdued. One of them had a gun and was shooting at him. Is it Billy Jacoby? No, Billy Jane is the actor's name. You remember him from Just One of the Guys and Cujo. But anyway, the 2 boys are subdued, but the girl manages to get away because her mother comes home. Now, her mother was actually in a nut house for a while because her husband and her older daughter, Beverly, had died. And obviously she died at the hands of the kids, but I don't think mom knows that. But anyway, or maybe she does, I don't know. But she takes Beverly or the little kid away. The other two boys are arrested and they're taken away. The last scene in the movie, we see the little girls with their mother at a truck stop somewhere, and they basically decide they're going to change their names, live anonymously. They're basically running away from the murder charge, I guess, back home. And she says, from now on, I'm going to be your good little girl. And then as they drive off, we cut away and we see a dead guy under a truck, which obviously the girl somehow killed. And that's our movie, Bloody Birthday. Apparently they were going to make a sequel to this movie, but the movie wasn't all that successful. So no sequel, no Bloody Birthday Part 2. So anyway, that is Bloody Birthday. I enjoyed this movie. It's pretty mindless and pretty silly, but it's enjoyable. It's a pretty short movie. I think it was like 85 minutes long or so, and but it moved pretty quickly, and it was nice. A couple of nice nude scenes thrown in. It was nice seeing Julie Brown naked. If I'm not mistaken, the little girl, as well as one of the boys who played Curtis, played by Billy Jane, I think they were both together in the movie. Hospital, what's the movie called with Barbie Benton? Hospital Massacre. I think they were both in that one too. Not sure, but anyway, there you go. Billie Jean has gone on to other things. The little girl kind of stopped making movies after about 10 years, and then I don't know where she is. And the other boy, I think he only did like 2 other things as well. So the cast did not go on to bigger and better things for the most part. Billie Jean is still kind of around, but that's it. Anyway, check it out, Bloody Birthday. If I'm not mistaken, this is got a Blu-ray release now as well. I'm not sure, but I'll put a link to something down below on Amazon if you're looking for it, and you should buy this one. It's a good one. Check it out. Leave some comments. Bloody Birthday. Watch it. Bye.